I'm Chef Katie Chin. I'm in the kids' kitchen. I'm about to do a demo with some delicious superfoods and an amazing Thai chicken lettuce cup. Please come over to the kids' kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Okay, my demo's starting in 2 minutes. Come to the kids' kitchen. Play with your food, everybody. Okay. I'm about to start my kids' kitchen foods demo. Come play with your food, everybody. Come learn some fun tricks to make your kids eat fruits and vegetables. Yay! Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Chef Katie Chin. I'm the culinary ambassador to City of Hope and its Superfoods Initiative. City of Hope has identified 5 superfoods, which are really awesome. They're super yummy, and they help fight yucky diseases. So I'm going to tell you what those 5 ingredients are, and I really want you to listen carefully because there will be a test later. The 5 foods are pomegranates, grapes, mushrooms, cinnamon, and blueberries. Okay, so we're so excited to be here today. I'm going to make a really, really fun dish that incorporates a lot of different kinds of fruits. Now, they say that kids today only eat about half of the recommended fruits and vegetables that they're supposed to have. They're supposed to have, with every serving, a serving of fruit and vegetables with every meal. I don't know if any of you know that the My Plate has replaced the pyramid, the food pyramid. So does anybody know on your plate at each meal what percentage should be fruits and vegetables? Does anyone take a guess? 50. She's a winner! Yay! So we're all trying to get our kids to eat more fruits and vegetables. A wonderful way to do that is to blend some vegetables that are cooked, like, for example, spinach or zucchini or carrots. Blend some of that in your blender and stick it in spaghetti sauce. They'll never know you did it. Kids, cover your ears. Another great way is you making soup, throw some vegetables in there. But the important thing is that every little bit counts. So if you're having some oatmeal, go ahead and throw some blueberries in there. If you're serving up a turkey sandwich, put in some lettuce and some tomato. But I love more than anything cooking with my kids, because when kids start to cook with you, they're open to new tastes and they're excited about what they're going to eat. So today I'm going to make a really fantastic blueberry banana boat. But I'd like to bring up my kids who came with me all the way from Los Angeles. Anyone else here from Los Angeles? Raise your hand. Woohoo! So I'd like to call up Dylan, Becca, and Kyla, because we have a few jokes for you, okay? They came up with some jokes to let you know what kinds of fruits are going in the blueberry banana boat. Okay. Okay, this is Becca, and she's going to tell me her first joke. My ear. Why do grapes have so many friends? Because they come in bunches. Ba-dum-bum. Okay. What is Beethoven's favorite fruit?
Blueberry.
Banana. Okay, one more. Okay, tell me. What's a ghost's favorite fruit? Blueberries! Yay! What did the strawberry say to the other strawberry? If we weren't so sweet, we would be in this jam. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may take a seat. Thank you for your help. You may have a roll-up, fruit roll-up. Thank you. Would you like one? Thank you. Thank you so much, though. This is a super easy recipe, and it's really fun, and it's very nutritious. We're just going to start with some blueberry yogurt. Blueberries are one of the superfoods I mentioned. It's very healthy. So I'm almost making sort of like a sea of blueberry yogurt, and I'm going to add some blueberries on top, just like so. Next, I'm going to use a banana, and I'm going to peel it. And then I'm just going to cut it in half, like so. Moms and dads, help your kids with this part, of course, but they could probably do it with a butter knife. Okay, then I'm going to put it on the sides of my bowl so it sort of looks like a boat. And then I'm going to layer it with some delicious fruits. We've got some strawberries here, some grapes. Oh, I forgot this joke. Okay, knock, knock. Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe now. Dad's got the car. Okay, now I'm going to add our blueberries. Okay, our cantaloupe. Now this is the cool part. I'm just going to take a fruit roll up. You can use any flavor that you like. Okay, just remove the wrapper carefully. And then I'm going to make a square sail. Okay, now this is sort of the tricky part. Helps if you can sew. I'm just going to use a little paring knife, and I'm going to make slits, little slits. Then we take a pretzel stick and thread it through the flag. Oops, sometimes that happens. Have extra pretzels nearby just in case. Okay, and here's our cute little flag. And I'm just going to put this in our banana so it sticks up like so. Whoops. Isn't it cute? Okay, so to celebrate our blueberry banana boat, I think we should sing, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. See, cooking and singing go together. Okay, that's our blueberry banana boat. Now I'm going to make a Thai chicken lettuce cup. And this is great because it's very simple and it's something that moms and dads and kids love. The recipe for this is actually on my blog. My blog is thesweetandsourchronicles.com, and I have a lot of family-friendly recipes there that are primarily Asian. Okay. What I love about this recipe is there's no carbs, therefore it's gluten-free, and it's a very simple recipe. We're going to put some ginger in there. This is what fresh ginger looks like when you buy it at the grocery store. And this is a little trick that my mother taught me. You peel the ginger and stick it in your food processor so it's minced and looks like this. Then you can put it in like a sandwich baggie, pat it down, stick it in the freezer. Then you can just snap off whatever you need for stir fries or soups or whatever. This is lemongrass. This is used in a lot of Southeast Asian recipes. And the way you mince this is you cut off the ends, and then you take a mallet and you smash it, or you can use a wine bottle or whatever you might have that's handy, and then you mince it finely. If you can't find fresh lemongrass where you guys live, oftentimes you can get lemongrass that's in a tube, and that works pretty well also. We also have some water chestnuts. We have some mushrooms, which is another superfood we talked about. So what's a fast fungus? Mushroom. We also have some butter lettuce that the filling's going to go into. So I'm just going to start with a little pan. I'm going to heat it up with some healthy canola oil. Okay. And I'm using a nonstick pan because you need less oil and the protein doesn't stick to the pan as much. So I'm just going to add to this a little bit of garlic and a little bit of ginger. And I'm just going to saute this for about 30 seconds. And the reason you saute ginger and garlic is so that the aromatics are released into the oil and it makes the dish super flavorful. So this is just going to saute for a little bit. Okay. Sure, this is cooking. Okay. So we're going to saute some I have ground chicken here, but you could use ground pork, ground turkey, ground beef. You could even chop up little pieces of tofu to make this vegetarian. Do you think this is working? I think so. It's just not as hot as last time. Sorry, okay. Thank you. Okay, awesome, thank you. All right. I love this part because it really fills your kitchen and your home with the most amazing aroma. So I'm gonna add our chicken. And this is also a great dish just to have on a busy weekday night because I'm sure a lot of you have ground chicken or ground turkey or ground beef in your freezer and you just take it out a couple of hours before. So we're gonna saute this for about 4 to 5 minutes until it's cooked through. So in a little bit, I'm gonna need a little help from some volunteers. So would 3 kids like to come up here? Hello, sir. What's your name?
Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan. Where are you from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Anyone else here from New Jersey? Woo, woo. How old are you?
8.
Okay, Jonathan. What's your name?
Gary.
Derek. Where are you?
Gary.
Gary. Where are you from?
Maryland.
Maryland. And how old are you? 7. What's your name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas. How old are you?
7.
7. Where are you from?
Mexico.
Mexico. Awesome. That's so cool. Now, can you tell me any of the superfoods I mentioned before? Do you remember? That's okay. We have plenty of time.
Mushroom.
Mushrooms. Yay! Good job. So, what's your favorite fruit?
Apple.
Apple. What about you, Nicholas? Strawberries. Good job. What about you, Gary? Strawberries. Do you guys want some strawberries? There you go. Do you like to help your parents cook? How about you?
Me.
Yeah. Sort of. How about you? Sort of. Okay. Great. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not sure how hot this is. Okay. Yeah. Sure, that's okay. That's fine. Okay, I have another joke. What did the lettuce say to the celery? Can you yell out the answer? Stop stalking me. So you're gonna have to hear.
Stop stalking me.
Good one. Yeah, those are clean. Yes, it's very important to wash your fruits and vegetables. Make sure they're clean. Buy organic fruits and vegetables if you can. But something our pediatrician told us, there's certain kinds of fruits, for example, like berries, in which it's very important to wash them, obviously. And if you can buy organic berries, it's fantastic. But other fruits, such as bananas, the skin is so thick, it isn't quite as important. Okay, this is starting to come together. And to this, I'm going to add some finely chopped water chestnuts, which is used in a lot of Asian cooking, Water chestnuts you can find at most grocery stores now. I just chop them up a little bit more finely. I'm just going to add these to my chicken mixture. Cook this for another minute or so. Oopsies. I'm also going to add to this something called fish sauce. Who here has tried fish sauce? This is used in a lot of Southeast Asian cooking. You can find it in a lot of grocery stores now. You can also find it on the internet, but if you don't have access to fish sauce, just use a little extra soy sauce. It's totally fine. A lot of people also say, I can't cook Asian food because I don't have a wok, but the reality is, as you can see here, I'm just using a little skillet. I feel like a lot of my friends, thank you. A lot of my friends say, oh, I can't cook Chinese food or Vietnamese food because someone gave me a wok for my wedding 5 years ago and it's somewhere in my closet. But you can really use almost all of your pots and pans that you have in your kitchen right now. Now, whenever you're cooking with a nonstick skillet, it's important to use a nonstick spatula because you don't want to scratch the bottom of the pan.
Right.
Right. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. How about you, Nicholas?
Rice and spaghetti.
Rice and spaghetti?
And tofu.
And tofu, all right. Like I said, this would be an excellent dish with tofu instead of the ground chicken, or you could add some pureed tofu to this for extra protein, which is fantastic. Okay, now we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, now to this I'm gonna add some mushrooms, superfood. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of scallions. Some lemongrass, this is finely minced, compliments of the White House staff, very nice. We're gonna add some finely chopped cilantro. And then I'm just gonna saute this a bit more. And now I'm gonna add our fish sauce, just a little bit. Can you guys smell this? It smells good, right? Now normally this recipe calls for some hot Thai chilies, which I omitted for the kids. But if you have a family, I recommend serving it with a side of some sriracha or any other kind of hot sauce that you might like. And as you can see, it uses very little oil, and you can get dinner on the table in about 15 minutes, which is amazing. So, gentlemen, I'm gonna have you help me scoop the filling into our lettuce cups. Okay, you think you can do that? Okay. Would you like to go first, sweetie? Just put some in here. Thank you. Just put some in the lettuce. And I love these because they're kind of like Thai tacos, and kids can really get into the act. A little bit more. A little bit more. I need a bigger spoon. Okay, very nice. Okay. Round of applause for a nice young gentleman. Go. Your turn. Just put some in there. Thank you. Good job, Gary. Good job, Nicholas. Awesome. Just a little bit more. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you so much, Gary. Round of applause for Gary. Yay! So here we have our Thai chicken lettuce cups. Healthy, fast, delicious. I bet you all feel like you could make this now. So I just wanted to thank you so much for coming to my demonstration, and I'd like everybody to say in unison, be healthy, be active, be you. Yay! Thank you so much for coming.